G'day gang, GameolioDan here. How you going? Back in the Elder Scrolls Online. We're back because the DLC just popped out. The Dragonhold, it's ready to go. To the heroes of Tamriel, Saisahan, Blade Master and former captain of the Dragon Guard, requires adventurers strong in heart to help fight back against the rage of dragons that have invaded Elsweyr. Find Saisahan in Senchal, in Southern Elsweyr. Senchal. A dragon's lair on a nearby island. A dragon lairs on a nearby island, and Saisahan believes it plans to attack Senchal. I agreed to help Sai sail to the island and slay the beast before it can harm the city. Let's accept. Alright, I've got to talk to Sai. Let's find the guy. And there he is, right next to the way shrine. Southern Elsweyr, also known as Pellitine. This land's complex history stretches back into antiquity. Long ago, Khajiit aristocrats ruled the southern kingdoms with grace and refinement. Now, in the wake of the Gunnahat and Flu, criminals, imperial remnants, and Khajiit patriots all compete for the reins of power. Senchal?
The general doesn't see anyone without an appointment.
Sai, how's it going, buddy?
The time has come at last, my friend. We now have the means to fight back against this dragon invasion and save Elsweyr from certain destruction. This is where we start, in the city of Senchal. If you still wish to join me, that is.
What do you need my help with?
A dragon has taken a nearby island as its lair. I believe it means to attack Senchal from this location. We need to slay the creature before it strikes. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to secure a ship willing to take us to the island.
So what's our next step?
General Renmus, leader of Senchal's military forces, could commandeer a ship for us. We need to arrange a meeting with the general and convince him to aid our cause. What say you, warrior? Will you help me slay this dragon?
I'll help you deal with this dragon threat.
Now, meeting with an Imperial general is faster said than done. The paperwork alone would take days to file. And the dragon we seek could attack the city at any moment. So, I found an alternative method.
What does this alternative method involve?
Your aid and this handful of jewels. First, you must bribe Renmus' scribe Nadama to put us on the schedule. You'll find her in the tavern. Next, you need to speak to Darku in the city's outskirts, just south of here. He can forge our credentials.
Anything else?
You also need to delay Arniel Bronk, who was scheduled to meet with the general today. Arniel's ship just docked in the harbor. If you steal his vessel's manifest, the dockmaster should detain him. That will give us enough time to speak with the general.
Bribe the clerk, pay the forger, and steal the manifest? Got it.
Lucky be willing, all will go well, and our meeting with General Renmus will commence without issue. Meet me at the palace when you're done. Meanwhile, I'll learn all I can about our upcoming dragon hunt.
Tell me more about the situation in Senchal.
The outlying towns have already been ravaged by dragons, and refugees have come pouring into Senchal as a result. They hope that stone walls will stop the dragon's wrath. But it's only a matter of time before the dragons attack Senchal.
And you believe the dragon on this island will be the one to attack?
Why else would it roost so close to the city? I believe the dragon is evaluating Senchal's defenses and preparing for the right moment to strike. We must slay it before it gets that chance.
And do you think General Renmus will help us?
That is my hope. No matter the risk, our best option is to slay this dragon on its own island, away from the innocents of Senchal. Let's hope the general agrees with that logic.
Okay. Head has been updated. Okay. That's nice. Alright. Senchal. Let's have a look at this area. Also the dragon. Dragons are already going around. Oh, there's one in the water. I've got a water dragon. Alright. Gotta get used to this area now. So used to Elsweyr. This is the first video you've seen from me. I've recorded quite a bit of Elder Scrolls Online. We played through the Elsweyr expansion. Played through the Dragonhold.
Abadra speaks true. The dragons fought each other.
Your eyes aren't what they used to be, Grandma.
We played through the Dragonhold prologue. Somerset. We're playing through the base game. Playing through quite a bit. I'll add some cards here and some links if you're interested.
Whether writ or will or waver, Darku is your savior. Tell this one, what need have you of the finest forger in all of Senchal?
I need diplomatic papers to get me and a friend to see General Renmus.
Interesting. Most interesting. Diplomatic papers. Yes, that would get you in to see the Shaveskin General. Of course, skills such as Darku's require compensation worthy of his talent.
Will these jewels cover the expense?
Ah, yes. These beauties will do quite nicely. Here you are then. Diplomatic papers, all up to date and ready to present. Just make sure you have an appointment, eh? Wouldn't want to walk in on the General unannounced.
Oh, don't worry. I have a plan. I don't think he's worried. Yeah. Back over here. Oh, we're going back up.
Well,
Yeah, it's good to finally get down south. It has been a while. We've all been waiting for this. Alright, down below. Can take a little shortcut. Ugh. In between these, well, the expansion and this DLC, I've been trying to train this horse up. Get a little bit more speed. Ugh. It's getting much better at parkour as well. We'll just be checking this out. Nobody's looking. Great.
Arnie Rock, we're ready for you now.
Finally. I thought I'd never get off this dock.
You said you had a ship manifest. May this one inspect it?
Yes, if you must. It's right on this crate.
All right, this shouldn't take long.
Is something the matter?
Do you play games with this one? There is no manifest on this crate.
What? No, that can't be right. I'm sure it was there.
Need this one to remind you. All ships without a sanctioned manifest will be subject to...
I know the law, but I'm telling you, the manifest was on this crate.
Unless you can produce it, we'll have to inspect your cargo.
But that could take hours. I have an appointment.
I've absolutely no idea what happened just
Just
there.
wait until my guild hears about this brutish treatment. They won't let it stand, I can assure you of that.
What happened, Arniel? What's going on, mate?
Where in oblivion did my manifest go? It was on this crate, I'm sure of it.
Oh, I'm
Why would someone take something that doesn't belong to them?
sure it must be somewhere. Alright, let's go find this Clark. Over here. A lot of steps to climb today. Racking up those steps.
he hates everyone.
Where we go? Oh, over here. That's the place. The sweet breeze is in.
of coins from your jaunty loins, sing of riches to be won.
I'd love to sit there and listen to the song.
And our children, what of them?
I do not know.
We must know. There's no...
But we have places to be at the moment. Nadama.
Can't you see that I'm trying to drink away my sorrows? It's an extremely delicate process, you know. Doesn't require company.
I need to see General Renmus today.
Today? You are very, very funny. General Renmus's schedule is full today. If you want to see him, fill out your paperwork and submit it, just like everyone else.
Could some Jules convince you to add me to the schedule?
I didn't know you were feeling so generous, Walker. I suppose your name can be added to the general schedule, but that is all, yes? You'll need to secure the proper documents and delay his previous appointment.
I understand. Here are your jewels.
Thanks for the generous donation. Let's just make sure this little exchange stays between us, yes?
What's your next step?
I'm going to finish my drink and then find the next ship off of this moon's forsaken city. If dragons weren't bad enough, all these refugees will eat Senchal out of house and home. I'm leaving before the riots start.
Okay. Let's get out of here. Talk to Sai Sahan. Let him know. This place is a little bit overgrown, isn't it?
What?
Alright, Sai. We're ready to go, I think.
Were you able to secure a meeting with General Renmus?
I was. Everything's ready for our appointment.
And so we must prepare for our first battle, my friend. A battle of wits. Remember, we must convince General Renmus to commandeer a ship for us. With it, we'll sail to the Dragon's Island and slay the beast.
What do you know about the dragon or this island?
Not much. And what I do know, I'm not sure what it means. A ship sailed directly to the Dragon's Island recently. It displayed no banners, and no one in Senchal recognized it. It's possible we're not the only dragon hunters in Southern Elsweyr.
So we might have allies to help us take down the dragon.
I won't discount the possibility, but I also won't plan for it. For all we know, this ship was bound for another destination. Or it has other business on that island. Though I'm at a loss as to what that might be. Let's head to our appointment.
Alright, let's go speak with General Renmus.
Halt! Official business only.
We have an appointment with General Renmus. Here, our papers.
These seem to be in order. All right, you can go in.
After you, Sai.
It's not every day that Captain Sai Sahan graces my office.
Greetings, General. I am here to request a ship to hunt down a nearby dragon.
Slay a dragon. And this from a man who couldn't even protect our Emperor.
Perhaps you should speak to my companion. They can share the details of our plan.
So, you're a companion of the infamous Captain Sai Sahan. Though I suppose that title no longer means anything, given the current state of Cyrodiil. Well then, care to share how you plan to slay this dragon?
We plan to travel to a nearby island and hunt the dragon down. That's why we need a ship.
An admirable venture, I'll admit, if not a foolhardy one. Unfortunately, I have neither the ship nor crew to lend you for such an expedition. The city is chaotic enough as it is, and I can't afford to spread my resources.
You have to let us try. This dragon could attack Senchal at any moment.
Which is precisely why I can't agree to your request. If a dragon does attack Senchal, I'll need every soldier and ship under my command here to defend the city. I'm sorry. Your cause is commendable, but my mind is made up.
I understand. We'll look for a ship elsewhere.
Thank you for your time, General. Come, my friend. Let's speak outside.
We're gonna take it anyway, aren't we? Right, your side. We're gonna talk around the corner. I know, right in front.
Well, look there.
Wait,
we have a guest.
Hold on. I think I know someone who can help you. Hello, I'm Aelia Renmus, General Renmus's daughter. I couldn't speak freely in front of my father, but I might know someone who can help you get to that island. But tell me, do you truly believe you can slay a dragon?
Yes, I think I can.
Then I want to help. Or, well, send you to someone who can help you. You should speak to Zaji, captain of the Perfect Pounce. He may be a smuggler, but he cares about Senchal. And he's my friend. He can get you to that island.
So the general's daughter is friends with a smuggler?
I know. My father certainly wouldn't approve. Then again, he hasn't approved of most of my friends since we arrived in Senchal. Not that my father's disapproval has any bearing on this conversation.
Where can I find Zaji?
He loiters around the city's outskirts, along with his first mate, Casca. Just look for a doggy rat and a sench rat arguing with each other. You can't miss them. Oh, and tell them Aelia sent you.
Thank you. I'll see if Zaji is willing to help.
I should head back to the palace. Good luck.
Thank you. What do you reckon, Sai?
Let's see if this Zaji fellow is as honorable as young Aelia believes. Would you care to walk there together? There's much about Senchal I can tell you. Otherwise, we can meet in the city's outskirts.
That's all right. I'd like to hear a little bit more about Senchal. Let's walk together.
Very well. Follow me.
After you, then. He had to cross his arms first, and then he had a burst of speed. This isn't walking, by the way, Sai. We're going for a light jog here. You gonna start talking about the city? Maybe not. Not much talking going on here, Sai.
Refugees from the recent dragon attacks have flooded Senchal. They have lost homes and livelihoods. Despite the city's best efforts, most go to sleep hungry each night.
We'll have to get him some food then, Sai.
What is it?
Many take advantage of these hopeless souls. Thieves and cutthroats steal any item of value they still carry. While these refugees languish, the city's underbelly thrives. While the dragons ravage this land, these people will suffer. That is why we must fight. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the innocents of Elsweyr who cannot fight for themselves.
Just buy another ship? Casca, you wound Zaji, you truly do.
Ah, Zaji.
Can't you see that Zaji is grieving? He has lost everything. His home, his heart, his one and only lady love. Oh, how can he go on?
You lost your lady love. Who was she?
The Perfect Pounce! The finest vessel to sail the Topal Bay! Someone stole her as we slumbered. A heartless wretch. A thief without honor. A member of Zaji's very own crew, he is sure of it.
Nartis Meris. Ugh, may he suffer 1,000 salty cuts.
Do you know where your ship may be?
No, but Nartis does. And Zaji knows we can find him in Southgard ruins. Pounce needs provisions before it sets sail, and that's where Nartis will get them. But why are you offering to help, Walker?
Alia said you could sail us to a nearby island so we can slay a dragon.
Alia sent you? Then you must be walkers of honor. And this one must admit, slaying a dragon sounds quite heroic. Very well, it's a deal. If you help Zaji get his ship back, he will take you to this island.
What's our first step?
We must head to Southgard ruins and search for Nartis. It is a coastal town of sorts, just south of Senchal. With some persuasion, that clawless dark elf should let slip the location of the perfect Pounce. Then we steal her back.
Why do you think Nartis stole your ship?
He is the newest member of Zaji's crew. Came aboard only a few weeks ago, and this morning, just as the perfect Pounce is stolen away, he disappears. It is more than a coincidence, this one thinks.
And you believe he's in the Southgard ruins?
Zaji's blood may boil, but his mind remains as sharp as a blade. We came to Senchal for provisions. It is unlikely that Nartis would journey out to sea without stocking up first. That means dealing with the vagabonds in Southgard ruins.
Tell me about these Southgard ruins.
It used to be a fort, but as the name suggests, it's seen better days. Now, pirates and brigands call it home. They will not welcome outsiders.
Alright. What can you tell me about Casca? Nothing. Because I pressed the wrong button.
We must head to Southgard ruins and... Casca? Why, she's the Pounce's first mate, of course. Don't take her manner personally, Walker. She's a Khajiit of few words and little patience. And so this one would recommend you stay on her good side.
And
yes?
what happens if I get on her bad side?
She didn't earn the title Casca the Unconquered without biting off a few heads. Do not try your luck, Walker.
Alright. Okay. So we're going to go to the Southgard ruins, which is over here. Looks like there's a dragon overhead as well. Area's pretty much ravaged or destroyed. I don't know what happened over here. A lot of moss growing all over those buildings there. Where is this dragon? Oh, mountain bristleback. Oh, it's dragon time. Jeez. A little bit frosty over here. Is he gonna spawn something? Yes, he is. Oh. If he comes down, I might try and tank him if somebody's good enough to heal. going down, dragon. Gotcha. Okay. That's one down. That ain't the dragon we need. Southgard Ruins. There's a way shrine up there. We gotta get up there. I'll follow this road. Felt good. Felt good. Been a while since I took on a dragon like that.
We must sneak in, Casca. Sneak. You do remember how to do that, yes?
I remember the last time you tried to sneak somewhere. Did you ever remove all those cactus spines from your arse?
Those cactus spines never stung as much as your betrayal, Casca.
Oh yes, my third betrayal of the day, but who's counting?
Sigh.
Our new companions certainly love to quarrel. Zaji wants to infiltrate the encampment and take Nartis by surprise. Casca, on the other hand, suggests we launch a frontal assault and deal with him directly.
I'd rather take my own approach. Perhaps we should split from Zaji and Casca.
Very well. We'll start our search at the north entrance. I'll follow your lead. Meanwhile, Zaji and Casca can make their way to the other side of the encampment. I'll leave their strategy to them.
Any ideas where we should search?
Luckily, Zaji provided a map of the area. I've determined a few locations where I believe Nartis may be, given their relative isolation from the rest of the encampment. At the very least, this path should let us search most of the camp.
Well, let's head to the north entrance then.
Enough. Do you accept the plan?
It is an excellent plan. We'll circle around to the back, yes?
And knowing your mouth will alert every pirate in Southgard along the way.
What? Zaji is the epitome of discretion!
I'm going to take the lay of the land. I'll meet you at the entrance to the camp.
Yeah. Let's go for a little ride then. Southgard Ruins. A lot of guards there.
I don't see Nartis. Let's move on.
Another dragon overhead. Turn that fired up. That's sort of a little bit late there. Oh, this guy's gonna cop it. Fight all the way through this. Come on, Sai, you can take that skeever down. You're Sai Sahan. Sai frickin' Sahan.
No sign of the Dark Elf here. Let's head north.
North we go. Nice overlook here. Anybody see any sky shots? Feels like that type of place that wouldn't have a sky shot. That goat's not attacking me, is it? No. Alright. Maybe not. Alright, let's go on. Baby dragons or something. Hack wings.
Stop right there. He locked the door. Stand back. Quickly now. After him.
That's inside. Give it the old stomp.
Well, that's one way to catch a thief.
Walkers, good to see you. Look who Zaji found. Why don't you say hello?
Please, Zaji, don't let Casca rip out my throat.
I'll stand guard while you interrogate Nartisse.